The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Herbert on first down now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw here that's complete. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Jalen Guyton.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
More from L.A. in a moment.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the 1st play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup there. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grant Delpit. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them real. earn it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And that'll be incomplete.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, they'll get this out to Gurley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. More from out. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.